morning and welcome to Sunnyside News, where we bring you only the most positive and interesting information from the heart of Florida right here in Polk County. Today is Friday, August 7th, and I would like to welcome all of you to the program. Starting out with this week's good news pieces that I discovered, I would like to tell you about 8-year-old Zion Harvey, who has had a dream come true. When he was 2 years old, he lost both of his hands and both of his feet to gangrene due to an illness that he had. Well, Zion has recently become the first person to receive a double hand transplant. A team of 40 doctors in Maryland operated for 10 hours to remove the donor hands and then transplant them to Zion. They had to surgically reconnect all the bone and the blood vessels, the nerves, muscles, tendons, and the skin. They used microvascular surgical techniques to connect the veins and arteries. Now, Zion will need more than 2 years of therapy to hopefully reach full function and to have complete feeling in his hands. So hopefully he is well on his way. What a great story. I would like to share with you another story that is about Clinic 212, and that is an organization actually located in Lithuania. And they have come up with a clever idea to acknowledge respect for our fellow creatures that inhabit the earth. Project manager Martinas Karpovius was riding home in a cab one night when a hedgehog crossed the street and the cab driver barely saw the hedgehog. This prompted the Tiny Road Sign Project, which now creates signs for all sorts of fellow creatures, not only hedgehogs, but birds and ducks and homeless cats. The group has installed tiny signs to get across a big message. So whatever size or type of species you are, these signs make it clear that there's room for all of us in this world. The third story I would like to share with you today is about 15-year-old Sonny Bozer in Hawaii, of all places. He was going for an evening swim in Kauai's Blue Hole hiking trail, which just happens to be the second rainiest place on Earth. Well, he parked his car at the top of the trail when he heard these screaming voices. They were screaming for help. He was shocked to find that there were 20 hikers stranded on the other side of the river, when flooding had caused the river to rise. Two groups of hikers had ran into each other along the trails when they were trying to find their way out when a sudden flash flood caused the river to rise and to make the trail become impassable. One hiker happened to have a rope, luckily. He tied it to a tree and then threw it to Bozer, who tied it to his truck. Then Bozer helped guide each hiker one by one across the raging river. So hats off to you. What a great story. The fourth story I would like to share with you is about Buddy. Buddy is a little canine that has gone blind due to cataracts. He used to shiver in place with his tail between his legs when he got too scared, and then he would just lie down until someone came and picked him up, explained one of Buddy's owners named Jesse. Now Jesse, along with his fiancée Jordan, fashioned a halo device that goes out from Buddy's chest to protect his face. They adapted the design using actually a plastic hanger. While Buddy continues to use his harness every day and can now safely navigate his way through the house. So now when Buddy bumps into something, he has the knowledge and the confidence to go the other way. They have called the device the Bumper Buddy and hope that this inspires others to help their disabled pet. Moving on to the weather this week here in the heart of Florida. Of course, we are still in the middle of summer, the hot and steamy summer. So likewise, today the rain chances are 50% with a high of 92 and a low of 81. Tomorrow on Saturday, it goes down just a tad with a 40% chance of rain and a high of 91 and a low of 80. On Sunday, the chances of rain are 25% with a high of 93 and a low of 82. So moving on to some of the events for this weekend, I would like to tell you about a free craft activity for families at the Polk County Historical Center, which is happening on the second Saturday of each month, which happens to be this coming Saturday, August 8th. The Polk County History Center is in Bartow, and it invites families to enjoy a day of arts and crafts, and that is completely free for people. That is at the Polk County Historical Center. Back to school items will be given to students while supplies last, and again, the whole event is free. You can find out more information by calling 863-534-4386. Another event that I would like to tell you about is tonight, August 7th, where it is an evening of also free entertainment for it's family friendly. There will be activities, live music, there's going to be art reception, a car show, and of course the chance to check out great locally owned restaurants or retail establishments. That is in the historic Munn Park in downtown Lakeland, and that is this evening, and again, it is free. The third event that I would like to tell you about is also tomorrow, August 8th. It is the Lake Wales Main Street Farmers Market, which features locally grown produce and plants and herbs. There's local raw honey, there's goat milk, soap, baked goods, homemade preserves and butters, cheeses, fresh fruit, cottage industry products, and there's artisans there, crafters, and other nonprofit organizations. And again, this is also completely free. That is in downtown Lake Wales. Well, as usual, I would like to leave you this weekend with a quote that you might find interesting, and the quote goes, "Adults are just outdated children." And appropriately enough, that was said by Dr. Seuss. So that is our show for this week. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. And go out there, have a great weekend, and I will see you next Friday. Bye now.